ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the visitors, viewers, devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sarvanyapita, Yajamans, Kartas, Shrimahans, Mahans, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Nityananda Yogam participants, Nityananda Hindu University students, Nityananda E-Gurukul students, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlighten App, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, first thing I want to do, I want to thank all the people showering their support, showering their love, gratitude, feeling connection on me and the Sangha from all over the world. Unexpected, unknown corners of the world. People I never met personally, even from those people from all over the world. The support is pouring. I sincerely thank all of you. Shri Mohan Kumarji, advocate from Kerala. I thank you personally for the support. And Payal Rohatji, I want to thank you once more for sticking your neck out, standing up for me, knowing that many are going to troll you, attack you, for standing up for me. Hats off to your strength and the way you stand for the truth. Thank you. Sincerely, I want to thank you. From all corners, I have a long list of people who are uploading their videos in support. If you send the link to registrar@kailasa.org, we will present it to the world through our social media platform also. That's the only request I have. All the people who are sending their support, please send the link to email registrar@kailasa.org. Understand, not viewership, not just viewership, subscribers have increased 300% more, 3 times more. All of you should know, people clicking out of curiosity is different, subscribing is different. So, I just want to thank everyone for all the support from all over the world. Let me enter into today's revelations from Kailasa. Today's Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Vijnana. So I said Paramashiva Jnana means the knowledge. Paramashiva Vijnana means making that knowledge into practical experience, reality. I was explaining last few days about pure power, Paramashiva, and pure power embodying and manifesting as Ishvara Shakti, force. Understand, please understand, I wanted to tell one line I received from Annamalai Swamigal. I still vividly remember. He's one of the greatest guru, inspired, influenced my life. Understand? I had various levels of support, like a acharya who gave knowledge and gurus who gave experiences. Of course, the ultimate guru, Paramashiva himself came as Arunagiri Yogishwara and blessed. That is next level altogether. In my life, I can comfortably place Arunagiri Yogishwara as the ultimate. That is no doubt. The next, the gurus. In that list, surely I will place Annamalai Swamigal because the important role he played in my life. One of the beautiful one line I got from him once. டேய், அன்புல தான் உயிர் ஊருண்டா உடம்புல. I'll translate. Only by love, life force will start radiating or manifesting in the body. Understand? What I am going to explain now is the chemistry of Ishvara Shakti, pure power Paramashiva, embodying and manifesting as Ishvara Shakti, pure force, pure power manifesting as pure force. We can use better word like ultimate power manifesting as ultimate force. He made a beautiful statement. Annamalai Swamigal and me is a very, very sweet, intimate relationship. See, whoever calls me in singular treats me like their son or grandson. That is what I call as very sweet, intimate relationship. Annamalai Swamigal was born in the community I am also born and brought up. So that each community has its own slang. In Tamil Nadu, each community has its own slang. So in that slang, he used to address me, "Day." That is a way the son, grandson, the kids are addressed. Let me explain this chemistry of pure power manifesting as pure force, Ishvara Shakti. Actually, if you understand this chemistry, you can solve everything in your life practically. Some people are putting the comments in the social media. I was brought and presented. I myself not dealing anything and not communicating anything, just they were trying to present and ask me to answer the questions. Somebody asked that, why are you not solving your problems? Understand very clearly, I am solving. I am solving. Actually, after so many attacks on me in multi-level, assassination, lawfare, hate speech, in multi-level, not only now I mastered this whole science, I have also gained a deep insights on human mind and collective mind, and how the opinions are molded, how the opinion creators react and act, how a Hindu organizations and Hindu gurus are attacked, why they are attacked, who all withstand the attacks and survive the attacks, who all get collapsed, destroyed. This whole thing last 20 years, I've almost mastered by the, of course, first and foremost reason is Paramashiva and Parashakti protecting me, Kalabhairava protecting me continuously with their grace and blessings. I've almost mastered this whole thing. That is why continuously I am only solving the issues, solving the problems. Understand? Today I'll tell you exactly the chemistry of pure Parama Shakti, the ultimate power becoming ultimate force, manifesting as ultimate force. And also tell you the secret. Everything I learned in last 20 years of my public life, facing multiple crises, attacks, from actually the recorded first public attack on me with evidence available is 2003. Then various years and levels. And in 2003, I had the fortune of guided personally by Tiruchi Swamigal, my godfather. I should say very comfortably, with a lot of respect and happiness, I will place him as one of my guru and godfather. Not only he will address me in singular day, he has some 5-6 words for me. Sometimes he will say, Mudaliyar Peren. That was the way he used to address me before I took sannyas. Then he will say, okay, now you are a Swami, na? All right. And sometimes he will use the word Tambudu. And I think that word Tambudu may be a very intimate word to call younger brother in maybe in Telugu and Tamil slang together. So he had many words to intimately address. I'll elaborately describe listen intensely this ultimate power Paramashiva manifesting as ultimate force Ishvara Shakti in all of us. This can really help you to solve every issue in your life, from health to relationship to manifesting wealth, enlightenment, everything. Because enlightenment is nothing but your relationship with Paramashiva, that's all. The trust level between you and your Guru, when it reaches to the maximum, ultimate, you can relax, fall into his space, in a comfortable way. That's all. Nothing else is required. Nothing else is required. You are enlightened. You are living enlightenment. Doubt is the lowest level of existence. It's almost like a shrinking, suffocating. Trust is the highest way of existing. Literally living like Paramashiva. Living as Paramashiva. Trust is not emotion, mental setup. It is force manifesting. Power manifesting as force manifests as trust inside you. When the power hits your Anandagandha, it flourishes as trust and expresses as force. Parashakti hits your Anandagandha, manifests as Parama Bhakti, and oozes out as Ishvara Shakti. It's a joy component of existence. It's a joy component of existence. I'm telling you. Ultimate powerfulness you feel inside only will express as non-violent reactions and responses to any situation. And I tell you, as long as we are powerful and we respond and react only from non-violent space, the powerfulness expressing as non-violence, extreme love, we win the game. Listen carefully. I wanted to tell our whole Sangha, all my devotees, followers, listen to this one advice carefully. During all these attacks, crisis, hate speech, lawfare, all this, all my disciples and my followers should react only in one way. Enriching, enriching, enriching means you can explain our side facts, figures, truths, and go on enriching. Do not try to hurt, no violence, absolute non-violence, ahimsa. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. I have studied and internalized, understood by the grace of Paramashiva, Parashakti, Kalabhairava, multiple levels of attacks done on multiple Hindu gurus, Hindu organizations, and faced so much in my own life. I think I can very comfortably utter this word. I may not say most, I can at least say one of the most persecuted, attacked guru or persecution attempted. One of the most attacked guru, Hindu guru. I can comfortably place myself in that position, non-controversial. At least this statement can be non-controversial. I may not want to say that most attacked, because then they will create controversy. How can you say most attacked? Okay. One of the most attacked Hindu gurus. With all my experience I got from my gurus and analysis, I have done a lot of social analysis and the grace of Paramashiva and Kalabhairava. Of course, Kalabhairava has given me little understandings. Paramashiva has given me little knowledge to analyze, organize the information in the breadth level and depth level, where you have to generalize, where you have to specialize. In both level, that is what in Hindu tradition we have something called Sankhya, multi-dimensional logic. Logic need to be used to generalize and specialize, both. Much of our suffering is where we need to generalize, we try to specialize. Where we need to specialize, we try to generalize. That's where the whole problem is. But Paramashiva's grace, and he has given me that Sankhya, multi-dimensional logic to understand where I have to generalize and where I have to specialize and look into the situations. He has given me the blessings to understand with all my experience, knowledge, expertise, and analysis and personal experience, what I went through and our Sangha went through. With all this, I give you this understanding. Please take it. I am sharing this understanding for all my disciples and followers. If other Hindu organizations and Hindus wanted to understand this, I'll be happy to share. Please have it. One thing I want to tell you. After thoroughly studying, analyzing, I realized one thing. Almost 99.99999% the attacks on Hindu gurus, Hindu organizations, that primary crime does not happen. Means the crime about which they are accused does not happen. It never happened. Even the people who are accusing, they know the crime has not happened. Then why they accuse? Just to shake. So if people are agitated, angry, reacting, when they react out of anger and powerlessness, they will do the crime. That is when the whole problem starts. Understand? The people who are attacking, they also know the primary crime has not happened. The primary crime, when I say primary crime, that the main crime about which they are accusing that guru or that organization, that has not happened. But they are doing it so that people will react with anger, and they will lose their balance. When they react, they may commit crimes, then we can catch them. That is what is the expectation of the people who are persecuting. Understand very clearly. I am very clearly telling all my disciples, you can only explain, enrich. If we don't have enough bandwidth to explain and enrich, tell them, please wait. Give us little time. We are explaining to one by one, enriching one by one. We will come back to you. But never violently react. No. Understand one thing. During this crisis, during these attacks, if you react violently, that is what is the real crime. Then the gang which is trying to finish you off gets the fodder, material. Understand? See, it is your violent reaction is the problem, not anything else. I always made sure neither me nor Sangha does any violent reaction. Understand very clearly. You should, all my disciples, you can only explain and enrich. You can always legally protect yourself. Do only what is legally right and legally protect yourself. Never give up your rights. Legally protect yourself. Legally defend yourself. Never give up your rights. And third important thing, never powerlessly react. For example, if a celebrity or an important media person or a guru or a politician, they make an abusive statement about us during these times, be very clear, they are ill-informed, they are misinformed. Don't think they are our enemy. They are not our enemy. They are just ill-informed, misinformed. So either send the right informations to them or try to reach out to them through social media, some way, asking for time to explain our side story. Always go for presenting our side story, informing them properly, explaining and enriching. Never react and try to hit at them or try to use words against them, try to do something foolish. If you try to do something foolish like trying to criticize them, use strong words against them, you are making a permanent enemy. Understand? A temporary misunderstanding should never be converted into permanent enmity. And one more thing, we should all know, many of the celebrities, whether political field, religious field, or any field, when they grow up, many people support them, help them. Any one of them would have asked, hey, make a statement about this. Then what they will do? They don't have time to thoroughly study all material. They would have just, hey, you brief me what I am supposed to say. Then they will just make one or two statements. We should not make enemies due to the temporary, ill-informed, misinformed, less informed statements from people. Understand this. Immediately don't try to make a memes, because you can make a memes. These memes, moms are the problems. Wait. Keep quiet. Make memes only to explain our side. Enrich our side. Absolute non-violence and responding only from powerfulness. That is the first and foremost fundamental way to exist. That's a way to receive the Para Shakti and manifest as Ishvara Shakti. Listen. I've always seen when a guru or his sangha is attacked, if you don't react with violence, powerlessness, anger, and if you react with a stability, understanding, if you respond with a love, non-violence, in 1 or 2 days, whole world understands this accusation is false. Understand one great thing in the modern day the social media has done is it has made people hear both side stories. See, the opinion making is no more monopolized. The capitalistic trend in the field of information sharing, the chronic capitalism has lost its hold. Many of the news agencies are facing a meltdown because they are not able to keep sensationalizing attitude permanently. Social media has made the information sharing field as democratic. It has become democratic. Just if you have a 5,000 rupees cell phone, you can take any photo, video and put your opinions and upload, and people start listening to your side story. The decision makers have started listening both side stories. Social media has done a great good to the world. The information sharing has become democratic. It is no more under the hands of chronic capitalists. You don't need a huge setups, infrastructures. And just because you invested so much money and made already huge infrastructures, OB vans, televising stations, satellite channels, all that, you can't go on be lying. It is all over. Those period is over. It's all over. People have started analyzing. People have started understanding. So be very clear, you do not need to be violent. You do not need to be angry. Just be purely loving. And I want to tell you one more thing. If you are very loving and cool, you can work more number of hours. You can peacefully explain to people one by one and go on enriching people one by one, I tell you. Somebody asked head of a big car company, why you don't put ads about your car in the television channel? That guy said, oh, my car is so costly. People who are sitting and watching television can't afford to buy my car. Only the two rich people can buy my car. Those people will not have time to sit and watch television. It's a very important understanding. You need to understand this. Listen. See, in those days, if somebody is lean, thin, we used to tell, oh, maybe poor guy. See, poverty is so lean and thin. But nowadays, if somebody is too fat and obese, big belly, we should say, oh, poor guy, I think he eats cheap food. See how poor he is, so fat. Understand? In those days, if somebody is lean and thin, we say, oh, poor guy, see how lean and thin he is. Maybe he's lower middle class person. But nowadays, if somebody is too heavy, big belly, fat, I think he's a real poor guy. Eats all the cheap food and becomes shit bag. So the definition of poverty is different now. Rich people are no more huge. Maybe they are rich and don't have knowledge or intelligence about the body. Or don't have time to maintain the body. Anyhow, listen to this great truth. Do not get agitated or react just because somebody is making a statement. Don't attack them back or make a strong statement. Try to tell our side story, enrich them. They may be ill-informed, misinformed, less informed. They may not be our enemies, but you violently reacting, you make them as enemies. It becomes like a permanently you make them as enemies. Don't. I have seen multiple times. Some gurus, some celebrities, they are forced to make a statement against me. Some devotees, due to their social pressure, family pressure, they are forced to keep themselves a little away from me. You should not be angry. Understand that. There are some people, during this crisis, no other way. They have to remove the Kantamala and keep it out. That does not mean they have removed me from their heart and kept out. Just keep quiet. Wait. Don't immediately accuse them. Oh, they dropped Swamiji and went away. No, wait. People have to live in society. It's not that everyone is living inside Kailasa. So have patience. Don't be violent. Be non-violent. Consider the people's difficulties. Wait for few days and slowly explain and enrich and get them back. I am not saying don't do anything. I am only saying don't react in violence, powerlessness, anger. If you don't have violence, powerlessness, and anger, you can work for longer number of hours. Explain details. Understand one thing. Like how this car company CEO made the statement, oh, people sitting and watching TV will not be able to afford to buy my car. So I don't put ads about my car in the TV. Same way, people who do not do research to listen to both sides can never become my disciple, my followers. Understand? If they are not ready to give their ears to you or listen to our side story, don't worry. They are never going to achieve anything great in their life. All great achievements come by a person who is ready to understand, analyze everything thoroughly. I want my devotees and the whole Sangha to understand this. Have tremendous patience. I am not saying keep quiet, just sleep off. No. Explain with a lot of patience. Enrich with a lot of patience. How I am doing every time. Beyond this, if somebody is fully poisoned and they are out and out to attack, don't bother. Kalabhairava is protecting us. Don't bother about that. Understand? We are not that weak. So all we need to do not react out of anger and violence, do something stupid. Even during the crisis where these people were trying to eliminate us, that gang, it's actually a this gang, even during the time when they had my body under their control, they tried to burn me alive inside my own quarters, the kutia, along with my brahmacharis. By the grace of Paramashiva, and Kalabhairava was protecting us, and of course, Kalabhairava is protecting us because Kalabhairava protected us and we saved my body, and then they tried to do this effigy burning, making a body like me and then burning everywhere and all that kind of just to agitate devotees, instill anger, violence. So devotees will react out of anger and they can create more stories and attack the Sangha more. And I said one thing very clearly. Even if you are beaten, attacked, protect yourself only legally. Do not react. Do not respond violently. Do not respond anything illegal. Always protect yourself only legally. Non-violent way. Because they are waiting for fodder. Understand one thing. Our main lifestyle should not be changed by their attacks. For example, you open a shop to sell Bhagavad Gita. Somebody comes and smokes a cigarette and puts fire to your shop. You run and get a fire extinguisher and put the fire off. That is the intelligent thing. Protect yourself and continue to sell the Bhagavad Gita. If you become angry, agitated, violent, and not just putting off the fire and go and put a fire extinguisher on everybody who is smoking, your whole life course, lifestyle will become different. That is victory for them. Don't do that. Understand? See, people are attacking us. They are trying their best to stop what I am doing. 20 years now. Every morning religiously sitting and going on talking what I want to talk. The course of my life, my lifestyle could not be altered or changed by these attackers. That is my success. Understand? From 2000, we have video records. From 2000, we have started video recording. The evidence, video records of my satsangs. Now it is 2019. 20 years. Comfortably, I can say one of the Hindu gurus who has spoken large number of hours. If we place all the Hindu gurus who have spoken large number of hours and list it out, surely I'll be in one of them. "20 years, all kinds of attacks, nothing could shake my core purpose of life. I go on, download the Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Vijnana and go on sharing with the world. Either you listen or don't listen, criticize or abuse or attack or get enlightened. I am doing my job. That is my success. Understand? Because I never reacted violently. Sometimes die, do. Then after that, சரி வேலையை பாரு, விட்றா அடுத்த வேலையை பாரு. நம்ம வேலையை செய்வோம் பாப்பா, உடப்பா. That's all. Die. What can be done? Ramakrishna used to say that snake can maximum hiss to defend itself, but it should not bite. That's all. Like that only. I. என்ன பண்ற பாரு, I do it, I. சரி அடுத்த வேலையை பாரு. That's all. Let's do the next class, next program, next satsang, next initiation. That's it. The attackers, people who are attacking us, people who have enmity on us, for them full-time job is attacking, having vengeance. But for us, that is not full-time job. That is not our lifestyle. Reacting, responding, enmity, anger, violence, that is not our lifestyle. That is not our purpose. Our purpose is peaceful life and teaching enlightenment, contributing. So just protect yourself legally, explain your side story, defend yourself, go on enriching people and start doing your enlightenment work. That's all. சும்மா ஒரு 2 3 பஞ்சு டயலாக விட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் வேலையை பாருப்பா. அதான் சொல்லியாச்சுல பஞ்சு டயடா, நான் சாமியார் இல்லடா சாமிடா எல்லாம் சொல்லிவிட்டோம் இல்ல. அடுத்து வேலையை பாரு, அவ்வளவுதான். என்லைட்டன்மெண்ட்டை பாரு. 4 பேருக்கு ஏதாவது சொல்லி கொடுப்போம், உருப்படுற வேலையை கவனிப்போம். தட்ஸ் ஆல் இஸ் லைஃப். We gave you punch dialogue. Next, do the work. That's it. Understand? See, people who are attacking us, they know the signs of agitating us. How a person will be agitated. If we get agitated over, then they will plan how our life course will be. If you don't get agitated and be non-violent, loving, peaceful, they will not have power over you. This is the fundamental truth you need to know. If you get agitated over, then they know how to make you react. And once you react, they know how to build the next story. Suddenly somebody is telling, I am not even a Hindu. ஐயோ என்னடா இது, பெரிய தலைவலியா போச்சே. பொறப்பே தப்புன்றானுங்களே, இது என்னடா பண்றது? சரி, ஓடி 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 தேடி பார்த்தா கடைசியில என் பர்த் சர்டிபிகேட்டே இல்ல. என்ன பண்றது? Somebody started telling, I am not even a Hindu. I thought, oh God, what to do now? How to prove? Because no, in my village, where I am born, it was a small clinic kind of a place where they do the delivery. And I don't know how to tell that small clinic did not record my birth. There is no notebook or there is no written record of my birth. I am not born. Of course, spiritually I am neither born nor die. But now what to do? We have only one, that Jataka Patram, where the nakshatra and tithi and month is documented. And the funny thing is, in Hindu system, that nakshatra and tithi will come in 2 days. So you do not know this day or that day. Sometimes the same nakshatra will come in the same month 2 times. So you do not know first time or second time. Hare, what to do? Finally, we will have to pull out. When they went and put me in the school, the local village school, they gave some date of birth and they gave parents' name and the parents' religion and that community. That all we have to pull out and say, hey, I am a Hindu only. All right. Understand, any violent reaction is a fodder for the people who are trying to dismantle or destroy the Sangha. Be absolutely non-violent. When you respond, react, explain, enrich. Sincerely trust good side of the people. Let us trust everyone deserves explanation, not reaction. Whether it is some celebrity making statement against us, or a devotee keeping the Kandamala inside, anyone needs enriching, explanation. No violent reaction, no violent response. And I am telling you, in any Sangha, the Hindu Gurus organizations, Hindu organizations, this conspirators gang, they stay as a two gang. One gang stays inside, one gang stays outside. From outside, the gang attacks. And inside the gang, this gang also reacts and does violent things, giving fodder to the outside gang. That is when the whole Sangha is pulled down, destroyed, because the Sangha gets the bad name of the infiltrators, bad actions, wrong actions staying inside the Sangha. Fortunately, Kalabhairava is protecting me and Sangha. We are all given intelligence, right knowledge by Paramashiva and Kalabhairava that we should only do non-violent, only proper legal actions and reactions. Ahimsa and non-violent actions and reactions. Understand, if you are non-violent, non-agitated, only legally protecting yourself, legally defending yourself, all these attacks are not even 2-3 days. சரி பஞ்சாயத்து முடிஞ்சு கிளம்பு சொல்லிவிட்டல்ல, போ பஞ்சாயத்து முடிஞ்சு கிளம்பு அவ்வளவுதான், nothing else. If you react violently with anger, that is when the whole problem starts. That is when the society, everyone takes negative view. So do not react with anger, with violence. Protect yourself legally. Defend yourself legally. Don't give up your legal rights. I am telling you. See, I don't want to name any specific organizations or gurus' names because I don't want to get into this, whether the judgment delivered on them is right, wrong, all these controversies. I don't want to get in. But I have thoroughly studied national, international Hindu gurus, organizations, multiple successful, failure, looking successful externally but failure internally. There are organizations, large, looking very successful externally, but internally there is no ideology, there is no inspiration, there is no setta bambu, sotta pasanga. Same way there are some organizations. Just because they reacted, they have been destroyed. The primary crime was not committed. The crime about which they have been accused, their guru was accused, was not committed. But due to their reaction violently, they are destroyed. So I am making it very clear as a strategy. Understand? This is the chemistry of receiving Parashakti and manifesting Ishvara Shakti. Power becoming force. Love is the space. Power becoming force. You understand this? Paramashiva is love. Power Ganga he receives and makes it as force Ganga Nadi. How Paramashiva receives the wild Ganga Devi and makes it as a beautiful Ganga river. Receive Parama Shakti, Para Shakti, and manifest as Ishvara Shakti. Ultimate power, receive the ultimate power with pure love and manifest as pure force. Any guru, organization did not react violently, did not react powerlessly, did not react angrily, nobody was able to destroy them. Nobody was able to destroy them. Understand, whatever we lose when we are beaten, attacked, all these we will rebuild it just like that. Don't worry. Don't suffer. People send messages, they put it in even the social media, Swamiji, because of this attack, we lost that ashram, this temple, this one, that one. Don't worry. We can rebuild all of it just like that. What is temple? When somebody's art becomes temple, they manifest temple. That's all. Go on enriching and make more and more hearts as temple. Attackers will be successful if you become agitated. Never get agitated. That is the way to fail the attackers. Especially devotees get agitated when somebody says, he's not a Hindu, and when somebody goes and does Shraddha to me. Somebody did Shraddha to me earlier. And that guy does not know I am a sannyasi. I have already given Shraddha to me. All of you should need to know that before we take sannyas, before the Viraja Homa, we do the Swashraddha. Means Shraddha is done to us. We do Shraddha to all our elders, parents, everyone, and finish, and then do Shraddha for ourselves. And then take sannyas. Only then we do Viraja Homa and take sannyas. That guy does not know I have already done Shraddha for me. He does not need to do for me. Later on, he repented for what he did. All that is different. We should not react. The same guy who did Shraddha to me publicly went and fell at the feet of my Murti, not even my physical form, to my deity he fell at the feet and asked for apology. So that is the way life goes. Understand one thing. I don't want to name but this is a fact. You should know very clearly. If you don't react, you will not make permanent enemies. All these temporary mood swings will settle down. The people who make statement against us may be ill-informed, misinformed. When you react out of anger, powerlessness, the whole course of your life gets diluted. And to defend your powerless reaction, violent reaction, your whole life will be sucked and destroyed. Never ever get into that, what you call, the vicious circle, the snowballing effect. No. If you are angry, agitated, guilty, powerless, not able to digest, just unclutch and sit in your room, chant Mahavagya, have a cup of coffee, talk to my Atmamurti, do all this or any one of this. But never react when you are angry. Never commit when you are lusty. Never react when you are angry. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. Be very clear. When this gang tried to attack us, they also planned two gang only. One gang inside, one gang outside. So from outside gang will attack, inside gang will do lot of crimes and make evidences, false evidences for the accusations and all that. And then inside gang representing organization will do violent things. So the organization can be pulled down. That's what they planned. But Kala Bhairava's grace, Kala Bhairava, Paramashiva, protecting us, Mahakala Bhairava protecting us. Kala Bhairava is protecting me and the Sangha so beautifully. He did not allow this to happen. He made sure their plan collapses and me and Sangha is protected. Beautifully Kala Bhairava did and doing his job. I am telling you, I have thoroughly studied internationally and nationally how Hindu organizations attacked, brought down, and what kind of organizations can never be brought down. How many ever times you attack them? Hey, அண்ணாமலை மேல கல் எடுத்து அடிச்சானா? ஏடா மலை மேல கல் அடிச்சா மலை வளர்ந்துட்டு தானடா போகும். லூசாடா, என்னடா பண்றது? Anyhow, what to do? If you throw stone at Arunachala, the Arunachala hill is only going to grow with more stones. Somebody thinks, oh, by throwing stones at Arunachala, they will try to do something harm to Arunachala. They are fools. Be like Arunachala. Nothing can disturb you. "20 years. Nobody is able to stop the work I am doing continuously. This is what is the proof. Paramashiva is protecting us. Mahakala Bhairava is protecting us. Every morning I come and sit. You come and sit. I talk. You listen. I guide. You meditate. You get initiated. Manifest powers. This goes on and on and on. And I also wanted to tell you the next Atmalinga initiation. Before that, Atmalinga will reach all the ashrams, centers, temples. New people also can come and attend those 2 days program and get initiated. And already initiated people can come and collect their Atmalinga. Both can be done. And we will start doing Atmalinga initiation once in 15 days. Reach out more and more people. Let's do good work. That's all. Any strategy comes from extreme peaceful state will be successful. Essence of today's satsang. Love is the pure strategy to receive Parashakti, ultimate power, and manifest as Ishvara Shakti, ultimate force. This is the essence of today's satsang. And I also want to invite everyone to come and receive Atmalinga in nearest to your ashram centers. Send an email, registrar at kailasa.org to receive free Atmalinga. Atmalinga is the crystal Shivalinga made as per the Vedas and Agamas. Angushta Matra Purushaha. Upanishad says the pure consciousness is the thumb size, resides in your being, Atma. That exactly in that shape, the Atmalinga is made in Spatika, pure Spatika, which is the Spatika is the Kailasa space. When it is converted into matter, material, it becomes Spatika. So, out of Kailasa matter, the Atmalinga is done as described by Vedas, and Sri Yantra is carved as per the Agamas, energized and given to all of you as a gift. You are free to register for the Atmalinga process, to have the initiation. So now I'll start the meditation process. Today's powerful cognition is sit with a deep love, receive Parama Shiva, ultimate power, and manifest as Ishvara Shakti, ultimate force. Sit with this powerful cognition and meditate. Now, chant the Mahavagya intensely.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Shivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्. I bless you all to manifest state, space, powers, being and super consciousness of Paramashiva. I am seeing a lot of responses and questions from all over the world. Message from Chaya Bharadwaj. It was very practical, helps not only in how we deal with the issue facing Sangha, but also in our day-to-day life dealing when such situations arise. Other than this, it is unfortunate that even when Swamiji is advising, instead of listening, people engage with abusers on Facebook and are constantly having dialogue with them. I wanted to make it very clear, not only to Chaya Bharadwaj, to everyone. All my followers, all my disciples, whoever listens to me, please understand, only do explanation and enriching. Do not get involved into violent conversation or violent debate or violent argument. See, all our side story, facts, figures, truths, everything is presented in our websites, in our official channels. Share this with people. First, you understand the whole thing and share this with people. Enrich them, explain to them. I am not saying completely withdraw and run away. No. I am only saying explain, enrich, no violence. Absolute non-violence, explanation and enriching. I have seen this in my life with Sri Rangaraj Pandey. Extremely non-violent, no non-opinionated, straightforward, embodiment of integrity. I call him Nermayin Vadivam in Tamil. Sri Rangaraj Pandey is the embodiment of integrity. See, in Hindu tradition, we say, when you are debating, your body should not increase, the heat should not increase. The heat should not rise in your body. That is the way the Shankara and Mandana Mishra debated. Ubaya Bharati, Parashakti, Saraswati, Sringeri Sharada Devi. She was the judge. Sharada Devi, she says, whoever loses their powerfulness, they allow the anger and heat temperature of the body increase, then the garland they are wearing will wither away due to the heat. Whose garland does not wither away, he will be declared as a winner because he was able to be powerful and stable in his experience. Understand? Whenever you have the experience of Sankhya, the right logic, you will be able to be stable without letting the heat or the anger, powerlessness happening in your life. I have experienced practically this with Rangaraj Pandey. He's a most stable person, straightforward, and no violence. And really, I wanted to have a live interview with Sri Rangaraj Pandey. Soon, when I am able to have the logistics ready, we will have live interview. I pray to Villibuttur Andal, my mother, Andal Tayar. One day we will have physically live interview having the Andal's Prasadam Akkara Vadisal and Palgova from Villibuttur, and have lunch together and have live interview. I pray to Andal. Soon that will become reality. Kalabhairava is protecting me and the Sangha. So naturally, soon all these problems will settle down and we will meet and have a live interview, having lunch with the prasadam of Andal Tayar from Sri Villibuttur. I am enjoying the questions, videos, responses, supports from multiple corners. I will continue to respond to everyone in satsangs. Whenever I have dialogue with Sri Rangaraj Pandey, I never feel he is an opposite person, questioning me, poking me. I feel that he is putting the right questions which can bring the truth out of me, which can make me explain the deepest truths and reality. It's a joy to spend time with Sri Rangaraj Pandey ji. It's an extreme joy. Hope Villibuttur Andal Tayar gives us the opportunity soon to spend time together and have breakfast or lunch and have a live interview with Andal's Prasadam Akkara Vadisalum Palgovavum with Tayar Prasadam. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.